All right, so I'm reviewing today the Maui Jim Palulu. I'm not really sure how you say it, but they're the newest sport frame they make in a shield. And these are the blue Hawaii with matte black frame. And if you have never worn a pair of Maui Jims before, you're definitely going to be in for a treat once you do get a pair, no matter what. But these use the Maui Brilliant line of lenses, which they have several different lenses. They have super thin glass, brilliant, pure, polarized 2 technology. They're polarized. These are fantastic. I like the brilliant lenses personally because they make the blue darker on the shields and then the lenses. Where like the super thin glass, it becomes like a lighter blue. So I will say the blues definitely change. The blue of the mirror is definitely um, dependent, or the color depth is dependent on the type of lens that Maui Jim has in the frames. So like some of their aviators are a brighter blue, where they're sport frames because they're a polycarbonate, for example, or polyamide material, end up with a darker blue mirror. I really like these. If you've ever worn, to give you some comparison to these before we get into the details on them, if you've ever worn Oakley's EVZERO Pitch or the Path, then you and you like them, then you're really going to like these if you're searching for a pair of Maui Jims. They're similar in terms of the styling and frame to the Pitch. Let me hold them up on top of each other. They're pretty much the same curve in terms of temple stems and base curve. So they're both a 4 to a 6. Maui Jim lists this as a base 4 curve. Width as a 99 for the lens viewing. If you took them each separately, they'd be in the 58 range roughly. I usually wear Maui Jims where they have like a 62 diameter width and 45, 46 height. Maui Jim lists these as a large frame. I would say they are close to an extra large, and I say that because I have the Hokipa XL, and that's obviously an extra large frame, and they're very similar in nature to width and everything. These just have a taller lens. So we'll put them on so you can see what they look like. And what I like about them, again, a nice even field of view, nice high wrap, but they're very light, not a lot of pressure. They have some nice grips on the temples back here, so they're not going to slide around. I love the adjustable nose bridge piece they have in here. And so they give you a nice view up and down, left and right. So we'll talk about that. There's that adjustable nose bridge piece, so you can see like how separated mine is. I like this because it's you can adjust it, bring it up and back, narrow it in or widen it out depending on your nose. I have a very narrow bridge to my nose, where some people might have a wider, and then I have naturally long eyelashes, so I like that I can bring these out away from the frame so I can get my eyelashes away from the lens. Because if you have oily hair, oily face, you're outside sweating, working in the sun, those oils, from your sunscreen, the oils from your hair gel, whatever, your conditioners, and then just your natural oils of your skin, they're going to run down into your face over time. They'll get on your eyelashes, and I don't like that, my eyelashes to touch my lenses because it puts it on there. You just got to clean it. Over time, those chemicals can break down the seal, the layers of the lens, etc. So I like that you don't have to worry about that because of the adjustability of this nose piece here. It's really nice. I wish Oakley had done that with the EV Zeros. That's definitely a plus in the Maui Jims for sure, in their favor. The other thing Maui Jim did differently is they added a structural support bridge here all the way across. So while you're looking at it in the mirror, behind it, depending if you got light backing, you can see through it, but not really. But when I put them on, you don't see that support bridge that gives them the stability and helps hold them in place, which is nice. You don't see it in your field of view either. When you're looking straight forward, that center support, the upper supports, you don't see that in the framing. And it doesn't continue down around the sides. So that part's really nice. For grips, they've got these. Sorry if it's out of focus. I'm trying to get it to there, but you can see you've got rubberized grips here, and then you have the nylon framing, which has a lot of give, as you can see. So that part's nice. So if you have a bigger head, Even though they have a shape, they have a lot of give, so they can straighten out if you've got a wider back to your dome piece or not. Uh, like I said, I really like how they fit. They tuck behind the ears. They don't pop out too much. And again, you can see from the side, they don't let in too much light back here. It's about a finger width for me from the lens to my face, which is nice. I wore these. I ordered them the day I saw them in my feed. I was like, okay, let me look at them. I did my research. I compared them to the ones I wear already by Oakley, the EVZERO Pitch line. They're very similar in scale, size, weight, everything there, and I love those. However, Oakley has decided they're going to discontinue that set of sunglasses. They've got some new stuff coming. We'll see if it's what it comes out to, but the point is they've discontinued these, so I can't get them anymore. They used to have a bunch of colors, so since I can't get them anymore, it just happens, perfect timing that Maui Jim put something like this out, and this is one of my favorite styles of frames to wear, no matter how ridiculous it might look to some people, for sport stuff. So for ride my motorcycle, ride my bike, um, out in the yard, mowing the yard, stuff like that. You know, doing, working around with my chickens, anything like that. Like, it's great to have um, a set of sport frames that are comfortable for all day wear. I ordered them. They were at my house in about 3 days from the time I ordered them. The price tag on these is $299 before taxes. For comparison, Oakley's EV0s range between $236 to $300 depending on if they're polarized or not. These are polarized. Like I said, they use the Maui Brilliant lens, which allows for that dark blue, and gives really good color. Similar to Oakley's Prism technology, Maui Jim has their own kind of technology that allows you to highlight the contrasts in the environment. So in this case, like, I live in Alabama, and down here it's basically 2.5 seasons to where, middle part of the country there's 4 seasons. Northern part of the country there's really only two, cold and not cold. Down here we're hot or not hot. So right now, a lot of your flowers are starting to bloom. Your trees are starting to bloom. Grass is starting to come out of its dormant state for that 2 months down here, whether it's centipede, Bermuda, whatever. And so with Maui's, similar to the Prism in Oakley, I can see the brilliance of the greens and the blue in the sky. I get a nice, good color contrast, which I already kind of knew about that from some other Maui Jim pairs I have. I have like a pair of their Sport Aviators, the Quapo Gap. Those are fantastic. Can't recommend those enough. They are unbelievably lightweight and comfortable. And the Hokipa XLs, which are a similar sport frame to this, but they separate. They have like a teardrop rimless. So, well, that's beside the point. So these provide a lot of good color depth, and once I got them fast enough. I was able to take them to Disney. We just went on a vacation where we took my nieces for the first time, and I wore them all day out in the park. Wore them out and about, walking around Disney Springs, and then on the 7-hour drive to and from. And I never felt like I had fatigue, like they were wearing, some sunglasses when they're on you all day, like you'll take them off and they'll leave an imprint on your nose, or they might be too tight back here, too much pressure, give you a headache, whatever, which is usually an indication that they're not fitting properly. So if you have that, you definitely should look at maybe going up a size in frame or adjusting the temples if you can. But these were comfortable all day. They're fantastic. My only complaint is they're a little high end on the cost, but Maui Jim does a lot of partnering with military and first responders. So if you're in that category, you can get a pretty decent discount through Maui Jim directly, or through some of their partners like GovX, if you're a first responder or military, or I think educators maybe can too. I don't remember. But either way, there's a lot of, through UniFirst, maybe they have a discount for, education students. So you may be able to shave some of the cost off. That would be the only area I have a complaint about in terms of maybe the cost entry point. They're a little bit more expensive. But they are new. Maybe eventually they'll come down. Might be able to get them on sale. I went to my local store. They didn't have them in stock yet. I was hoping to try on the Lava Red, just because that lens similar to the blue, depending on whether it's Maui Brilliant, Maui Pure, the super thin glass that Maui offers. The contrast of the red will vary, so I wanted to try them on before I pulled the trigger on the red, where I knew the blue. I already had a pair of blue, so I knew I was going to like the blue. I just didn't want to spend the money only to have to return it and potentially do a refund, things like that. So I can only talk about the blue right now. It has a subtle purple hint to it. You see the blue turn a little purple to it. It's got a nice even coloring to it. Very comfortable. They sit off my nose the way I want, so my eyelashes don't rub. They cover from the top of my eyebrows down right to just before my cheeks touch. And again, very comfortable straight back. They come out a little bit up here, for temple dexterity. And yeah, I can't recommend them enough. I fully intend to buy another pair after getting this first pair. I expect that will probably be in demand once enough people get them and try them. If you're a fan of the Shield style sunglasses, and again, if you've never now, because they are not all widely distributed in stores yet, if you've never worn a Shield and you don't know if you're gonna like these are still in store, the Oakley EVZERO. So you could go to a Sunglass Hut, to an Oakley store, a Sunglass World, try on a pair of those. If you like them, by all means buy them. If you love those, they're great. I've worn them for years. But if you're a Maui Jim person, you just want to, before you pull the trigger on these, since they are $300, but you're not sure if you're going to like the fit, go put a pair of these on. They have the same overall coverage, just, lens shape and everything. Same thing, comes back, tucks in nicely, almost the same temple touch. Nose bridge rest, same coverage above the eyebrows, down below the cheeks. And that's the path version. The pitch is almost a 1-to-1 in terms of shape, size, weight, style. So, and again, you can put these on and they're going to be almost identical to the Maui Jims in terms of area, field of view that you're going to have, and weight. So, like I said, if you can't find these in store, but before you want to pull the trigger on a $300 pair of sunglasses, go find a pair of the Oakley EVZEROs. Put those on. If you like them and you want to buy those, great. I have probably 10, 15 pairs of these. I have different ones for ride my motorcycle, yard work, things like that. I have beater pairs and then dressy, not scuffed up pairs. If you like them though, then you're going to like these. If that's not for you, don't spend your money, because it just would suck to put out that money only to have to get it back. So they come in the standard Maui box. They come with the standard Maui case and cleaning cloth. So nothing unique or special there in terms of, they don't come with a hard case and like the EVZEROs might, or something like that. So I hope this has been helpful for anybody who's on the fence. Again, these are the Maui Jim Palulu. They have 4 different options right now. There's a grayish black, the orange, this, and then a white stem with a black. So hopefully they'll allow you to customize them in the future. I would love to get Hawaii red with, or maybe even their Maui rose in the future, or the Maui green. I don't think they've made these in a Maui green. Let me pull it up real quick, but I don't believe they did. Yeah, they did a gray, a bronze, and lava. So there's no green in these yet. The orange is already out of stock. The blue are still in stock. And I expect that to continue. And the bronze is also out of stock. So as people adopt them, they're going to come and go in terms of availability. But definitely recommend them. Great coverage. So yeah. If you got any comments or anything, leave me some feedback. Have a good day.